Good morning and welcome to Grace for Today 5 Minute Devotional. This is the space and the place where we gather each morning to jumpstart our day with inspiration, encouragement, and the grace we need to move forward. I am your host, Dr. Corrine Johnson, and we thank God for each of you for tuning in on this morning. So, our subject for this morning is going to be setbacks can't derail God's purpose. And our key scripture is going to be coming from Acts chapter 27 and verse 24. And it says, "Don't be afraid, Paul, for you will surely stand trial before Caesar. What's more, God, in his goodness, has granted safety to everyone sailing with you." And so sometimes a setback is rooted in your own actions. You made a mistake or hurt another person. Maybe you even disobeyed God. But, a lot of times we don't like to talk about that, right? Because we think that partial obedience is what? Still obedience? No, it's disobedience. And so, and even though, sometimes the mistake that we made, it causes us to enter into a storm. And it's because of your own choices. And so, however, sometimes the storms you face in life are caused by other people's poor decisions as well, or even their own sins. Acts 27 gives us a dramatic example of suffering a setback caused by the foolishness, or should I say, the foolish choices of other people. And so Paul had been put on trial unfairly for crimes that he didn't even commit. He was a Roman citizen and he had the opportunity to appeal to Caesar, which meant going to Rome. So on the way to Rome, the prison ship carrying Paul hit a storm. That storm didn't sidetrack God's purpose for Paul. The angel had told Paul that he'd one day stand before Caesar and share his testimony. God's purpose wouldn't be prevented by the poor choices of other people. The storm in your life doesn't have to sidetrack God's purposes for you. God's purpose is greater, hear me now, than any setback that you ever go through. Because God is always in control, even when we think that he's not. And he don't have to answer to nobody. So God doesn't need a plan B for your life. Hitting a setback, whether it's your fault or somebody else's fault, doesn't mean that God's purpose for you is ruined. God sees the things that's going to happen. And I'm sure he saw the disaster that was coming upon Paul. But he is more than able to fit it right into the plans that he already has designed. So when another person's decision turns your life upside down, God uses it for his glory. When someone else's mistake puts you in a difficult situation, God works through it anyway. When you feel like you've lost everything, God does the incredible so that you can do the impossible. And so on this morning, we certainly thank God for each of you for tuning in and joining with us for Grace for Today 5-minute devotion. And it is my prayer that you will go forth on today and have a blessed day.